So we've hidden treats in this knot ball, right, of a towel. See, there they are. They're all inside. Some yummy to give this guy some stimulation. Wear him out, right? You gotta find them all, okay? Go ahead, Watty, get it. It's a bug.
Kind of bug.
A true bug. Leaf leg bug.
Does he fly?
I'm sure he does. Let's let him get out of there, okay? Look, there's a ladybug right there.
Can you get him out?
He'll come out. He'll come out. He just woke up because he was in here safe from the cold.
Why?
Here's another ladybug. Because it was cold for them too. Thursday, December 29th. We're sitting outside. It is 75 degrees and sunny because it's Florida. But we had a super cold couple days around Christmas, right, Watson? And my plants aren't doing so well. So I'll probably water them in a bit. Let them get some sunshine.
I gotta make another owl.
These are owl pellets.
For what?
Pellets. This is what they spit out inside of this. This is foil on the outside. But they spit this out, and inside is anything that they can't digest. And we can maybe find any of these bones on the inside.
With what?
Well, we'll have to use some tweezers, some pliers.
Why?
To try to open them and see what's inside.
Let's do it. Can I open the hole?
Not yet. Let's get a clean surface and let me get the tools, okay? Look at that. Today's December 15th. Nope, January 15th. I did it again. It's January. Sunday. Having a slow morning. Look at that sun coming through. Yep, I'm coming. New leaf. Look at that leaf. Okay, let's start our day. I think today we're gonna go through some WIPs. See what I have in this basket of WIPs, and plan what's next. Trying to go through my WIPs. Let's see what I got. These are all my current WIPs. There's a few more in there, but I won't open that up. Let's see what I got. Stick this on here. There, just don't fall. Okay, so we're gonna go through my WIPs. Just for accountability's sake. All of these I do want to finish, I'm pretty sure. So some are scrappy, some aren't. We'll start with this. Look at these colors. I think this is from Thread and Maple. This is where I generally keep sock WIPs. And I have a little journal where I like to document my socks, only socks. So like this is a pair of socks I made for Evie. I put a little sample of the sock yarn if I can. I just like to kind of what gauge I ended on, what needles I used, anything I hated or loved. You know, these were DK weight socks, something not super, like, not tons of stickers or the typical, like when people do those really beautiful journals. I'm not that kind of journaler. Evie just like intercepted this one day and or took it from me. I can't speak, and just had a little fun there. And yeah, so I keep this in there. It's my sock whip bag. I have one US, what is this? US 10.5, 6.5 millimeter. A huge needle that I like to use for bind off for toe up socks. I always have little bits of yarn for afterthought heels or lifelines or whatever. Oh, I don't know if this is a 10-inch circular technically or what, but this is an Addy. It's probably a US size 6 or 4. I have a needle gauge. Needle gauge that looks like a tarot card, and Kitchener stitch, which I don't really need the reminder. I know it by heart now. I think this is a US 6, yeah. So every now and then I'll do one at a time socks, very rarely though. But these are the Addies that have one needle longer than the other, and I do like them, not bad. All of this is in this bag at all times. Some pens for my journal. What is this? Pattern that I don't need in there anymore. And what I have in here are 2 at a time toe-up socks that have just the toes cast on. Like, that's it. I haven't even done the increase row, the first increase row for the toes. And this is the Freckled Whimsy Christmas yarn, because the whole house got sick. The whole house got sick. And I was not able to knit very much with Evie being sick, and then me, and then my husband, or actually, Paul really didn't get that sick. And I really didn't get that sick either, except we had that like annoying cough. But Evie brought some crud home from preschool and took us all out basically. We tested negative for everything. Who knows what it was? We're vaccinated for all the things, so it wasn't really that bad. It was just annoying, and it took up a lot of time out of our Christmas, hence no sock work. But I am going to keep these in here. I'm not going to cast on any more socks because I do want to finish these. So yeah, this is staying, obviously. Everything is pretty much staying. Like I said, I'm not going to, none of these whips will be frogged. I do have a whip or two that I might want to frog later. Maybe in February I'll work on that frogging of things. Frog it February. Anyway, here is my Stephen West mystery shawl that I have not finished. I'm on clue 3 somewhere here. I actually might take all of clue 3 out and restart it so that I can do it 2 at a time. This side and the other side, because it's the same thing. So I'll consider it. But I honestly am not going to touch this until well into February. So this is going into a little bit more hibernation. It's already been hibernating. I do want to finish it though. It is in a Hide and Hammer bag that it was exclusive to House of a la Mode. So yeah, put that back in there. Just stuff it in there. Probably need some needle. It's like a 60-inch cord, which is the way to go if you're doing Stephen West shawls. There we go. Put that down there. The other Hide and Hammer, I have no idea what's in here. But before I get to that, this is in Fringe Supply. This is one of my most favorite, like, sweater. Someone just woke up. Okay. So in this Fringe Supply, whatever this thing was called, I have Smorgasbord? Is that what this is called? No. It is a Stephen West. I'll put the name on the screen. And I freaking love it. And I really need to pick it up. So I messed up somewhere past where I am now and I had to put the needle, like rip it out and put the needle back in. So I did that and then I just lost all motivation. So yeah, it is really pretty though. Look at this. Look at that, like it's like sparkle. I think it's called Smorgasbord. I can't even, these words that I swear I've like never said out loud. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I freaking love seed stitch, doing it and the look of it. Like I do not mind knitting seed stitch because just look at it, that end result. Anyway, so these are my yarns. All the info of like what yarn I'm using is in my Ravelry project page. If you're curious and you know how Ravelry is not accessible to you, just hit me up. I'll let you know any of the details. I cannot remember these off the top of my head what they all are, but they're awesome. Yes, look at the sparkle in this. I have one, I think only one, this one has sparkle, if you can see it. Yeah. So I actually do think I'm going to pick this up next. Like this is my next, once I get one more shawl off the needle, I think I will be working on this. So in this hide and hammer, which is probably what I want to finish, because I just remembered, is, oh my gosh, I don't know the name of this shawl either. It's like not pagoda, that's what I want to say it is, but it's not actually that. But it is a Stephen West, and I'm doing a 3, this is the right side. First of all, look at my pet rock. Can you tell I love glitter? And it's a 3 color, it's going to fade from this to this color that you can kind of see. And this is one that I'm doing a knit along with my knitting friends. It's going into this color. I think this is I'm pretty sure this is hedgehog fibers. Just looking even at the twist of it, an older one too. And if you know, you know, the older twist hedgehog fibers. They're not exactly the most fun to knit with. It's a little splitty, but it's worth it in the end. The color is just beautiful. And then, are you ready? Look at this thing. It's going to go into this color at the very bottom. So I'm excited to finish this, and this is what I want to work on next. Get this one off the needles first, I should say, from the 3 Stephen West shawls I happen to have on the needles. So I'm going to put this to the side, because I'm going to want to do this sooner rather than later. This is another Hide and Hammer House of Alamode exclusive. So good. And put this one up here. I'm going to put this at the bottom. This is my like WIP basket, current WIP basket, next, oh, what's in here? Oh, this is my Seafaring scarf. It's a Purl Soho free pattern. It's supposed to be done in like a pretty chunky, bulky yarn, but I'm holding single scrap and 1 strand of mohair to do this scrappy version. I'm maybe a little less than halfway. It's fisherman's rib. Ooh, I got a little like, oh no, that's just an end that I have to weave in. So yeah, it's really pretty. I'm really loving it. I just kind of pick this up whenever I feel like it. I knew it was going to take, scarves take me forever, so I'm in no rush. And there's a stitch I have to pick up, or 1 strand. So yeah, let's see what I have in here. What is that? Why does it look like it has a hole? Oh, just the way it looks. That's what I have so far. I have more scraps to go through, but I'll get through these. A little bit of mohair. I'll add another color next, and yeah. Size 13, I think, US 13, 9mm Wicca needles. It's the only wood needles I'll use. They're amazing. I don't generally knit with wooden needles, but these are good ones. I have their crochet hooks too, and they're amazing. So slick, so good. Okay, put this away. Maybe on Sundays I'll work on that. Scrappy Sunday. This isn't a, oh snap, I did it. I got the yarn stuck. I normally zipper with my finger underneath the zipper. Like I'll pull it like this. I actually love zipper bags, but you know, the yarn can get stuck, so I stick my finger underneath and zipper, so in case anyone else has that problem. What is this? What? Oh, I know what this is. Next WIP. I like spilled stuff all over this bag, and I don't know how to wash it because it's got a... Homegirl keeps sneaking out of her room. It's supposed to be her nap time. It's hit or miss. She's 4, and she'll still want a nap, but she freaking needs one today. This is... Ooh. A crochet project. I'm using a size 4mm G hook. Glad I stuck it in here because I'll forget. And it's a very fun, scrappy chevron fingering weight throw, maybe? It's not very big. This is it doubled, so it'll be like a lap blanket. Or I might make it long enough to be like a wrap instead that I can just wear around the house. But I wanted it like it's a grandma stripe grandma chevron, yeah. And I make magic knot cakes out of my scraps. I have 2 ready to go for this. I'm on this one. Here's the other one. And I leave really long tails. I wonder if I can find one. Probably not. I leave really long tails when I do the magic knot, and then I'll just crochet those tails in as I am working, so I don't even have to worry about the knot coming undone. So yeah. Another scrappy one. It'll take me probably another year to finish it. No big deal. I actually like working on things like this in the summertime because I can sit on the couch and work on it, or sit outside and it's not crazy hot for me. Look at these colors. It's great. I'm trying to get like a thumbnail photo. Look at these colors. So good. Anyway, I'll leave this towards the top as well. So it's really a lot of Steve & West shawls, to be honest. And 2 Advent or countdown calendar projects. First one, it's my Halloween from 2021. Spun right around 2021. I'm doing a pattern on Ravelry called Plaid. I believe they sell on Etsy too, but I'll double check. Info in the description box. And I'm just kind of haphazardly fading, not in any particular like amount. So like this one, it looks like I did quite a few stripes. This color looks like I striped for, I don't know, 1.5 inches, and here I only did it for maybe 1 inch. So just kind of knit as I feel like it. Oops. And this is, like I said, spun right around. I have a huge caught, and I don't know what number I'm on, but I did string all of the yarn. Holy crap, what a mess. Okay, this is the rest of the color. They're all 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 colors left, so I'm on number 7. This one came like, it's like not very good. There we go. And then I have a mess here. That's okay. This is the color I'm on. So yeah, WIP number, whatever I'm on right now. Look at these. I know it's a tangled mess. Does this make anybody uncomfortable? It doesn't bother me. I'll just untangle it when I get to it. Or my husband will actually. He's actually really good at untangling things. He does a lot of the untangling for me and Evie. So yeah. This is a pretty decent like TV knit. It's got that seed stitch again. I do love it. And I'm not sure if it's going to be long enough with the yarn I have, so I'm going to go until I run out of yarn. And then I will decide as to whether or not I want to add any more like scraps that I might have. I do have her 2022 countdown also, but I'll find something else to do with that. And my second countdown calendar. Evie made me a heart out of a pipe cleaner. I also always will attach light bulb stitch markers and a random stitch marker like on zipper pulls just in case. You never know when you need one. This is my holiday countdown calendar, and it's actually all yarn that Evie and the Hubs picked out for me, because if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that my advent calendar got lost in the mail, the one that I bought from an indie dyer. So I had a lot of minis and they put this together for me. So I'm doing Outline by Hedgehog Fibers. Look at that color. So pretty. It's a really easy knit. It's just, you know, a bit long. Like I think I'm on color 13, so this is not even, this is just at halfway. And then I will hopefully finish this in the next month or so. Just work on it also whenever I get the mood. It's quite, Evie really went for a lot of glitter Stellina yarn. And I actually really enjoyed this. I enjoyed letting them pick out yarn for me, and I think we're going to do it again this year. I don't know if I'm going to buy an actual holiday one this year, and I'm just going to collect minis and let them do it again. So yeah, another WIP I'll be working through. Gosh, I have so many more. I really don't want to go through them all. Eventually. That one I'll probably work on in tandem with Pagoda? It's got like one extra syllable or something, and I can't remember. So my last WIP that I just started, I actually have 2 finished objects for 2023 already. I just have to go find them. I was perusing Michael's online, as one does, and I saw that they came out with these blossom cakes. And I'm a sucker for these freaking Karen cakes, or whenever Lion Brand has their cakes as well. I don't know what they're called. They have a name too. What is the name of this color? Do they have a name? Oh, Passion Fruit. Okay. I'm using the color Passion Fruit. And there it is. It's 61% cotton and 39% acrylic. It says it's worsted weight, number 4. Passion Fruit in Spanish and French, I guess. And I had a voucher and 20% off or whatever, so this cake cost me $5. And I just ordered it online and picked it up at the store. I am holding it double with Purl Soho Tussock mohair silk. I don't remember the name of this. I think it might even be like guava or something of that nature, but details below. I'm holding it double. Look at this color. And I am making the Saturday Shrug, which is a free pattern from Jackie from Caddy Jacks. and it is beautiful. It's working up so perfectly. This is the cast onage. I did a 1x1 or alternating cable cast on, which I love because it's a little easier than a tubular, but it kind of gives that same effect, in my opinion. Yeah. So I'm about 11 inches and I have to go to 20. And I weighed the yarn and I'm just now hitting halfway, so I'll be able to use a whole cake pretty much to make this shrug. And I love this so much, and I get to use up some of these random bits of like mohair that I've had that I bought more yarn. Can you get me those 2 cakes of yarn there? We're gonna 2 cakes. No, right there under that little basket in between the plants. Right here, on top of the square, the cube. Those, they're called cakes.
Cakey, cakey?
Yeah.
I can call them cakey, cakey.
Cake. So I got an assistant here. Oh,
sorry.
There's a basket in the way, Mama. So I went and got 2 more colorways from Michael's.
Yep, I like them.
Yeah, this one's called Cabana.
I love Cabana.
Cabana. I'm gonna hold this
I
with.
like it.
I'm gonna find a mohair in my stash to make another Saturday shrug.
Can I take these things out?
No, not yet, because I need it so I can remember which one's which. Cabana.
Cabana. Cabana.
And this one is called Island Time.
Ooh.
This is their spring colors. But what I didn't mention is that it is a like blown yarn. So it's that chainette, which is probably the cotton, and then they blow it with whatever acrylic fuzz. And what I'm hoping to do is make 3 of these, obviously 3, and put them in my gift knit box that I make every year. So then by the end of the year or whenever, I've got some very wearable, somewhat washable, maybe not the mohair so much, but kind of with the silk, it should be fine. Gift knits, and it's actually really fun to work up. The yarn is soft enough.
And I'm a princess.
You are a princess. I'm using US size. I just happen to have these. I don't love them, but they're the cute things. I don't even know who makes these.
And headbands too.
Oh, this is her headband that she's wearing right now. I'll get you in a second here. Anyway, those are my current whips. So much going on. Look at the color. I mean, this is just so fun.
Mama, I think this is
I actually might hold.
too much.
Or no, maybe not.
This one's too wobbly.
Oh no, it fell. I'll fix it later.
Yeah.
I have to glue it back on, I guess.
Interesting. But you can roll like this.
Well, you won't balance it.
I can just roll like this.
There you go.
Like
So,
this
yeah.
way.
Yeah. Just that bin.
And I can keep this as a treasure.
Sure. She's a hoot. Oh, my foot's asleep. Oh, I have this basket. Maybe I'll put my Karen cakes in here. I'll have to find mohair for these, but I'll fill you in when I do. I think this one, I have a kind of multicolor, moody mohair I might hold with it. And then I actually have more of the same orange that I'm kind of wanting to hold with this just for some funkiness. Funky, right?
Yeah, funky unky. Funky unky.
If you ain't funky.
Did you make a headband for Watsy?
A headband for Watsy? I don't think Watsy would. Oh, I did actually a long time ago. You're right. I made a
Did you have it?
balaclava.
Hava?
Balaclava for Watsy. Strawberry. Is it cute?
Yeah.
What else did you get? Did you see your Lego set? You gotta build that. Yeah, this is really hard. He's so cute. Oh, hi.
Let me open this, please.
Are you gonna do it now?
Yeah.
Oh, these bread, I guess.
Open the construction. Open the construction.
So, I got myself 2 kits from Logo. I'm an October baby, and I really kicked myself for not getting this a couple years ago when it came out, and she did pre-orders, and I snagged one. It's the opal colorway. I mean, just look at this. Her colors. And I got the October flower, which is marigold, which is very fitting because it's also the flower for that you see primarily in the altars for Day of the Dead. So there you go. I'm planning on actually using them together, making myself a fingering weight squishy shawl of some sort. Don't know what yet. It will be a while because your girl. Let's have a new segment called What the hell is in that bag? What you got in that bag?
In the world is in that bag. What you got in that bag?
Because I cast on a new whip. That's right. New whip. I already had a current whip parade, and there's already languishing whips hanging out. But I, putting it on the tripod, wanted to cast something new on. So here it is. I've actually been knitting it non-stop, so I'm glad I decided to cast this on. A little notions bag. I make a little tiny notions bag for almost every project, especially if it's a mobile project. I have a tin with scissors and needles and, you know, all sorts of things. Oh, my dad 3D printed me these. They're bobbins, so I can use with my minis. I'm going to try them out later. I might need them slightly bigger, but I'm not sure yet. Isn't that great? He has a 3D printer. Little tape ruler, crochet hook, random things that you need. My favorite scent from Tuft Woolen's Spiced Pear Cider. A little tin of just some, I think they're all purple. Yep. Light bulb stitch markers. But anyway, this is one of my random notion bags. I have so many notions that I can legit make notion bags for every project almost. So yeah, I decided to cast on. This is a madder root bag if you're curious. I'm using a Zauberball Crazy in the Riverbed, but in German colorway. And this copper corgi color that's got this amazing glitzy strand of sparkleness throughout. This is called Fuzzy Fete, which is the shop colorway that they came out with from my local yarn shop in Thomasville, Georgia. Fuzzy Goat. So I'm using these two together. Size US 3 needles. And I have started the Inclinations Cowl by Andrea Mowry. There it is. If you don't know, this is very similar to her Shifty Cowl. I'm just not a huge fan of the Shifty pattern. It's pretty, but I just prefer this look and this squishiness. This is half fisherman's rib, which turns out is exactly what I needed. Because if you don't know, you do fisherman's rib all the way down, and on the back side you just knit. So you have like a rest row, if you will, which is really nice. Oh. Watsy's losing his mind right now. I don't know what the progress keeper. This is what I did today since this morning from the swan up. This is marking section 1 to section 2, and then I just count every other row to know how many rows I've done. I don't count the stitches. I can I'm pretty confident that I have not messed up, that I've done all the increases. So yeah, look at that. You can kind of see the sparkle. So yeah, another WIP to the pile. I've decided to frog 2 sweaters that I have hardly started from last year. And I will probably, well, I will repurpose the yarn for something else. But I'll probably start a brand new sweater in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. Try not, aren't they so neat? I don't know if I have a chunk of yarn to try this out real quick. Let's find one. So this is a DK bit, but we'll see. Here we go. I'm pretty sure you just kind of do this. Do you just kind of, yeah, I mean, it's just like a bobbin. Ooh, I didn't mean to go back through that. So then I can do like this. I'm gonna try this with some of my minis. Oh, hey Siri, stop timer. So yeah, I love it. I'm gonna have him print me like 24 of them because, you know, Advents. It's so much easier to keep them. And then I can, oh, I don't know if they'll be bigger than these. I'll have to try it with a 20 gram and see. Because then if I can hook these all on to a barber cord, then they'll all stay in order. Or I can just put like a little tab with a number. Ideas. What y'all think? I think there's sellers on Etsy that sell these if you're looking for them. Pretty inexpensive. They are 3D printed. So yeah, and if you have a 3D printer, there are free vector drawings or whatever kind of file your printer takes, I'm sure, out there. You can get them. That's what I did. And if you're curious as to why my timer went off, let's go see. I'm up to no good. I don't know if it's really taking. I don't know if that's changed colors or not. Oops, sorry, I'm bleaching. I think it has. Should you touch bleach with your bare hands? Probably not, but we'll be okay. I think it's changing. I can't really tell. I really wanted it a lot lighter, so it's a very inexpensive sweatshirt I found. And it's actually a like dusty dark mauve. It's really pretty. I'm just gonna go for it. Just put like all the bleach in there. And this is concentrated, so that's fun. Make sure I have the right, yeah, bleach. Doing it outside, obviously. Don't want to do this inside. Well ventilated. Think about your PPE. Just let it sit for another 5 minutes, and then I'll probably just go ahead and wash it and see what happens.
Can Chloe, after Mom left, she can come to my house when it's my birthday?
Of course. Okay, I'm going to talk about my knittings, okay? It's January 2023.
Yours is number one.
Yeah, it's month number 1, January. And today is the what's today's date? The 29th. It's the first time I'm getting in front of the camera, I think. We just got back from a tea party, a birthday tea party. Whose birthday was it?
Chloe's.
Chloe. It's great. It was wonderful. I just wanted to run through some of my finished objects so far. I haven't finished much. I did finish a crochet tissue box cover. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I think it's through a blog, so I'll link that. Basically the whole house got sick in December, so yeah, a lot of tissues were being used, right? Yeah. Anyway, next thing I finished was the scrappy basket. Isn't that cool? I know, I like it, I love it. This will be a gift. It's kind of misshapen now because I just like had it squished in a tote for storage till I was ready to gift it. I'll be gifting it Tuesday. I put one of these plant like plastic, I get them at the local nursery, inside. I just make sure I find one that fits, just to give it a little bit more structure, and if the recipient wants to put a plant in, they can, or they can just store whatever they want. But I thought where the end of round is, it's hard to tell, so that's good. It's right here. this area. And, oh no, right here, in this area. And I think I'm gonna put one of these cute little tags I got from an Etsy shop. Aren't they cute? They got a sun, a rocket ship. I'm thinking a rocket ship. Yeah, I'll give you one in a second. So this is a shooting star, for example. I don't know if I'll do a shooting star because it'll be upside down. Oh no, okay. So I'm thinking of just doing this. Yeah, just kind of give it a little, cover up that end of coil, and I'm going to stuff it full of her other gifts. And yeah,
I want to have a gift.
Okay. I used up a lot of yarn here. I think it's like 530 grams. I weighed it. Is that right? No, it can't be right. I'll put it somewhere. Maybe on the screen. I'll wait again. But it's pretty hefty. Used up a lot. It's like, it's 6 strands of DK. 6 strands of DK weight held together, and some of the DK weight yarn. It's basically 2 strands of fingering. At no given time did I have 12 strands, but I got close, right? I always had 1 or 2 DK strands held together.
Mama,
but anyway, yeah.
Can you let me take this off?
Yeah, I will.
Can you get me one down?
You want a shooting star?
No. I would only planets.
The planet? I don't know if there's a moon. You want a moon?
Yeah. Open
Or a sun?
I like a moon.
Hey, I can't get it. Hello?
Why are you a moony?
There's the moon. Let's show the camera. Oh,
Can I hold it?
oh that's info. The light is legit today. There's a moon. But these are from Sarah Hart's. That's the brand on there. Sarah Hart's.
What's this?
Yeah, they're super cute little tags.
What's this?
It's the inside. It's the way they...
Can I see all
embroider
the
it.
different kinds of moon?
Here, let me finish what I'm doing real quick. So yeah, finished object number 2 after my tissue. I got in this like scrappy crochet kick. Nice. Finished object number 3 is the Saturday Shrug. This is using a Karen cake. I think I just, talk about it in one of my, when it was a WIP. And
What?
WIP.
Can you
Work in
help me
project.
make it in a big shawl?
I will in a second. And mohair held double, and it's absolutely wonderful. I did do a 1x1 alternating cable cast on. Oh. So here we go.
Now can you make a big shawl?
Oh well. So here it is. Saturday Shrug. Saturday? Sunday. Saturday or Sunday? It's a shrug for the weekend. Sunday Shrug. Saturday Shrug. Saturday Shrug. Why do I want to say Sunday? Yeah, I will. You might have to have some creases. But the shrug is great. Highly recommend. You can use anything. You can do it marled and funky from your stash. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. So my next fuzz, of course. How cute are these bugs? Not wonderful. Anyway, the next thing I'm working on is a WIP. The WIP. It's the Inclinations Cowl by Andrea Mowry. I'm almost done. I've got like
Do you know what
10 more repeats and I'll be done. So I should finish this today. Excited. I've already talked about it quite a bit, I think, in this episode. I don't know. I haven't edited it yet. So. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to cast on with this amazing... I'm doing that to get it. The color, right? Oh, it's wonderful. Republic of Wool. It really is that bright. I have 2 of these, Natural Glow. It's flossy fingering. I'm going to hold it with Knitting for Olive in the Champagne Rose, and I'm going to go down the Lento, or jump on the Lento bandwagon.
You won't able to jump on the wagon. That's dangerous.
You are right. You don't think I can jump on a wagon?
No.
Oh, dang. Mom would be looking out. So I think these will look absolutely wonderful together. It'll help kind of subdue some of this neon, but also, you know, I think it'll pop through enough. I'm really excited about this. I keep looking at myself. I don't know how to do this half the time. Anyway. Oh, such fuzzies. So at the princess party, we wore like crowns. I did have cat ears on from, or yeah, I had a cat unicorn, right? I was a cat unicorn. That was fun. So yeah, that's the next project coming up. The lentil. I'm excited. It'll be great. It's done on, no, well, depends on your gauge, depends on your knitting gauge, your natural gauge. But it's a 15 stitch across 4-inch gauge, which should be about a 10.5 or US 10.5 for me. So it should go pretty quickly. I will swatch hopefully tonight if I finish the inclinations. This is quick and haphazard as life is. My other yarn is this. It's great. This is very fuzzy. And I wonder if it, cowl wise, I think it looks great too. Just like this. Ooh, move this out the way. Oh, it's so great. Such a great shrug. I will say, I cast on the size as written in the pattern, but this does not fit over my husband's shoulders. And I measured him all the way around. He's anywhere between like a 50 to a 52, depending on like if he like perks up or whatever. But comfortably, I would think 52. You would have to add on probably another 4 to 8 stitches to widen it if you happen to have wider shoulders, or if you just want it a little looser. Highly recommend. And I'm bumming it today. I'm in like comfy pants and a t-shirt because it's Florida and it's... Hey Siri, what's the temperature out?
It's 68 degrees right now.
68 degrees. I guess it's okay.
What?
What'd you make? A dumpling? Or an empanada?
It's a dumpling.
That's cute.
What tag can I put on it?
No, not on here, not on the clay. Are you keeping that moon?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put the rest of them away, okay?